fun for you because it's no longer about you. You don't have that pressure of answering about yourself. You just have to deal with the fact you're going to get a lot of text when we go through the creatively named segment of Under the Team Bus, because we're about to throw some people under the bus.
Okay.
Very similar to your quickfire questions. First name that comes in your head, just rattle it off. So, for example, these are all people you've ever played with on the team more than you've played against. Okay, so people you've played with. Right. Who is the most determined you've ever played with? Like, who has just got wiry focus and grit?
Probably. It's meant to be quick fire, isn't it?
No, an honest answer is better than a quick one.
Okay. So. Most grit. What is it, like a workhorse?
Just like determined, like you think like they could be down like 38-0 and they're still like, I'm gonna win this game.
Like Alex Callender.
Alex Callender.
Yeah.
Lovely. Who's the biggest practical joker in the changing room or at the training?
Donna Rose.
Who is the most naturally skillful rugby player you've ever played with? Like somebody like walks into training and they just throw a 30-yard bomb as if it's nothing.
Flaky George. Easy. Easy.
Who is the most clumsy? Who's the person that's always like tripping over their shoelaces or dropping their phone?
Meg Webb.
Who is most up for a night out? Like, who's the person that is like, we've had a run-of-the-mill training session, better celebrate and get on the fruit shoots?
Al Cal and Neve Terry.
I love that. I love when any team has two people that are just like night out fiends. That's when you know you're in a good club. Who has the best fashion sense? Who turns up and you're like, where'd you get that?
Ooh, probably Siwan Lillycrap. I like Siwan's dress sense. Yeah.
Love that. She a Crocs and socks extraordinaire, no?
She has worn Crocs and socks before, yeah.
She has got the best fashion sense then, I back it.
She's got expensive taste, I think that's what it is.
Ooh la la. Who, vice versa, has the worst fashion sense?
Jasmine Joyce.
Really? Dressed in the dark?
I think so, you know. Yeah.
She probably hits her wardrobe at 20 miles an hour or something, to be fair to her, so it's just whatever she can do. Who is the most gullible in the squad? Like, who just believes anything people tell them?
Karen Lake and Meg Webb.
Really? Meg Webb's getting sold a dream.
Yeah, I know.
Who is the best dancer? Like, who's the one two-stepping in the changing room after a win?
Ooh, Al Cal's a pretty good dancer. Kelsey's a good dancer as well. Yeah.
Good, love that. Who is the worst dancer? Who's the one where it's like, you should just stay at the table when we're in the club?
Me.
Are you a bad dancer? What's your go-to move?
Well, I just like a two-step, you know? But
that's not bad dancing. Two-step's not bad dancing.
Yeah, but you know, if like you had to actually like go for it and dance, I wouldn't know where to start. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think many people. Nobody wants to be that guy where they start busting out like the scene from Usher. Like everyone's like, you're trying too hard.
I'm not a confident dancer, so I would just stand there. Oh. I think that's what it is. I think it's confidence. Whereas the others are confident,
If you're doing the lamb post of standing perfectly still, then we'll give you worst dancer.
Yeah.
Who is the future coach? Who's like when you're walking around training session, like this person's just constantly giving bits of advice and you've got coach written all over you?
Siwan is coach material. I think Sinead would be a pretty good coach as well. Like she knows the game like inside out. She's a very smart player, so I think she would make a good coach.
I love that. Who is hard as nails? Like who, if people start fighting, you want them stood behind you? Like as a scrum half, you're normally a bit nippy, so who do you always make sure stood behind you when you start giving it the big licks?
Well, Sinead and Al Cal. I would want them.
Did you just look around and be like, right, there, just like, I'll just tap somebody on the head, like, well done.
Yeah, I think when me and Sarah Bonner had like a little bit of a roll around on the floor in the Scotland game, and then as soon as I stood up, like Sinead had just came from nowhere and like just started scrapping, and I was like, oh, there we are.
That's not a conflict of interest because Sarah Bonner's my pal. I love Sarah Bonner. Stop picking fights with all my ex-podcast guests. That'd be really helpful. Anybody else, you're fine, but just do a quick bit of recon first. But right, they're my opponents, and I'll send you a list. I'll be like, these people, no.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Where did I get to? Oh, this is more for guys. I feel that this happened, but who came in with a noticeably bad lockdown haircut? Like who cut panic bangs or something like
that? A bad haircut. Donna's hair is interesting. Short back and side she's got. And she was gonna grow a mullet and then have a skinhead. So I think that probably goes to her, I think.
That's a bold choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I respect it, to be fair. To have that much conscious, I'm just gonna rock this.
Yeah.
Okay, getting near the end now. Who's the most natural athlete you've ever played with? Like, who's just got more, like, could complete Ironmans if they decided they wanted to tomorrow?
Lisa Newman.
Really, just
Yeah.
engine.
Yeah.
Love that.
Loves CrossFit.
Oh, I'm jealous. We don't have one near me, but I'd love to do it. But then I see the videos and I think I could never do that.
Yeah, not me.
Who has got the best tunes? Like, who's somebody that you'd like to see have the iPod before the game or after the game?
Okay, so Gwen Crabb would like to think she is good, but her music choices aren't necessarily everyone else's music choices.
Right.
But she has to be on music, like in the gym, in the change room. Like, it's got to be her, which I'm not entirely on board with, but I just get on with it.
I just have to get off of this now.
Yeah.
Right, and finally, last question: who hogs the mirror the most post game? Who knows they've got an interview with the BBC coming up?
Post game.
Like, spends a little bit, a bit too much attention on the mascara post game.
Karen Lake.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
She'll be doing eyebrows like before the game, eyebrows after the game.
The cameras are there. You've got to be prepared.
Yeah, they all tan as well. Like Al Cal, Meg Webb, Neve, they're all fake tan the day before. Georgia Evans actually as well. She's got to be in the mix for that.
Well, you have survived under the team bus, and we now know that there is a tanning adhesive sponsorship opportunity for the Welsh national team as well. So that's good to know.
I think Saint-Tropez,
Saint-Tropez, is that the one? Is that what they're gunning for? Well,
I think so.
I'll see what I can do. I have connections in the weirdest places. We'll see if we can make it happen. Keira, this has been, I've said it about 3 or 4 times now, but I've genuinely loved this. This has been great. Final question, then I can let you get on with your day. You've been given the tunes for the first time in a long time after it's not been hogged. You have just won. You've just won the biggest trophy in the world. You've just won the biggest game that's meant the most to the team. You're on a night out. You've been given the task of picking 3 songs to get the team ready for it. What 3 songs and why?
Voulez-vous, ABBA.
Great start. Great start.
Shania Twain.
Thought that would be there.
Like a Woman. Yeah. And then my third would be, I think, Cher, Believe, you know.
Great 3 choice there. That's a real power night you're going for.
Yeah.
You're either going on a night out or you're about to solve like all the problems in the world.
Yeah. 3 absolute bangers there.
I love that. That's great. Hey, thank you for listening to this Clips episode on YouTube. And then if you want to hear the whole podcast, you can find them on Apple or Spotify, as well as the full video version on this YouTube channel, alongside all the other great content we produce on a weekly basis. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you again on another Clips episode or in the full episode podcast. Tweet us, tag us, let us know what you thought. All the links are down in the description. It means the world that you guys come and support us, so thank you very much.